Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is meant for 9th January 2021. And as part of the revision, we were talking about locomotion and movement, chapter 20. And as I have been telling you, in this limited topics are only there for your batch. So based on those chapters, we are going to discuss some of the important questions in the under CBSE test paper. So all questions are compulsory. Question number 1 to 3 carry 1 marks. Question number 4 to 6 carry 2 marks. Question number 7 to 8 carry 3 marks. And of course, question number 9 carry 5 marks. The purpose of giving this question paper is that from each chapter you will get familiarized, like in which concept 1 mark questions, objective based questions will come, and in which concept 5 mark questions, major concept will come. So you can have a guesswork, okay, positive guesswork in each chapter. So once we complete the revision notes and the revision is done, we will take up each chapter like this and give you at least 2 question paper, 2 test papers, so that you have an idea, like 1 mark questions and 2 marks questions, 3 marks questions, as well as 5 marks questions, from which concept they come in that chapter, so that in that particular chapter you are thorough. So with that in our mind, let's go. Name the functional contractile unit of muscle. And why I am picking up this chapter, yesterday for the last 1 week almost we were talking about this locomotion and movement. We talked about muscles, different types of muscles, functions of those muscles, what are the molecules present in that, what are the proteins present in that. Similarly, we talked about skeletal system, number of bones present, and number of bones present in each joint. Various joints we discussed, and disorders related to muscles as well as bones we discussed. So it is fresh in our memory. Hence, let us see, you have an idea what type of questions will come from this chapter. So question number 1, name the functional contractile unit of muscles. Second, what is arthritis? We discussed a lot yesterday about this arthritis. Question number 3, what is the total number of bones present in the left pectoral girdle? There are 2 girdles, pelvic girdle and pectoral girdle, and left arm respectively in normal human being. List functions of skeleton in higher animals. Define joint. Of course, knowledge based question, straight, just you have to remember and reproduce it based on the memory. What is osteoporosis? Again, a disease related to bones. Name 2 factors which are responsible for osteoporosis. Question number 7. Explain the initiation of muscle contraction. Remember that mechanism of muscle contraction I told you. What is the role of sarcoplasmic reticulum and myosin? Myosin is a protein present in the muscle. Myosin head and F-actin during contraction of striated muscles. Question number 8. What are the 3 types of muscle tissues? Write 2 characteristic points about the structure of each of them. And major question, 5 mark question, look at that. What is the role of Ca2 plus, calcium, and ATP in muscle contraction? So for this, since it is a major question, 5 mark question, 2 things are must. 1, diagram. Compulsorily you must draw diagram. Label it correctly. And if your diagram is correct, the examiner will understand that you have understood the concept. If there is any gudbad, you are not able to draw correct diagram, labeling is missing, then you understand that there is some confusion in the concept. Hence, you will start reading your answer. But once your diagram is perfect, labeling is correct, the examiner almost, he will run through your answer. This is the technique in biology. You must draw beautiful diagrams. So keeping that in mind, let's see the answers part of it. So we go with the answers. Chapter number 20, locomotion and movement. First answer, sarcomere, that unit. And second, arthritis is a disease causing inflammation, swelling, and stiffness of the joints. Joints will not be freely moving. And even if you try to move the joints, particularly your knee joint, there will be sounds, cut sound will be there. And person is not able to move freely with lot of pain. Okay, that is arthritis. And question number 3, left pectoral girdle, as you remember, we said yesterday, 2 bones will be there, and the left arm, 3 bones. Question number 4, skeletal system forms the framework for the body. Without skeletal system, imagine what would be our shape. We will be like a football. The bone and cartilage of the skeletal system protects delicate internal organs of the body. Third, skeleton provides attachment surface for the body muscles, tendons and other similar structures, and thus helps in movement. And most important is tendons. There are 2 things which are there in our body, ligaments and tendons. Ligaments, of course, as you may recollect, bone to bone attachment is through ligament, where a tendon is bone to muscle. So if there is any muscle tear and tendon is damaged, the muscle cannot attach to the bone. So movements will be very, very difficult. And fourth, it gives shape and posture to the body. Without the skeletal system, there is no, will become shapeless and no posture will be there. Question number 5, the point of articulation of 2 or more bones or of a bone and cartilage are called joints. Yesterday we discussed varieties of joints that are present in our body with location, where exactly they are present. Joints are of different types to allow different types and degrees of the movement. Some joints are freely movable like knee joint, elbow and shoulders. They have lubricating synovial fluid. I told you yesterday, sometimes because of age factor, because of the work that a person does, the synovial fluid will be dried up. So the entire area will become dry. As a result, a lot of friction will be there in the joint. So severe pain will be there. There will be swelling, inflammation will be there. So this synovial fluid, if it is dried up, then movements will be very, very difficult. Even if movements are there, forcibly we have to do movements and with a lot of pain. Some joints permit very little movement, like joints between jaw, you see, mandible, upper jaw, lower jaw I said, and mandible and maxilla I said yesterday. Some joints are immovable, like joints between bones of skull. So there are varieties of joints in our body. Question number 6, osteoporosis, again a disease related to bones I said, is an age-dependent systematic disorder characterized by low bone mass and micro-architectural deterioration of the bones. So there will be disshaping. And this increases risk of bone weakness, and chances of bone breakage also increases because the bone becomes very thin and it develops pores. That's why osteoporosis. Easily person is prone to have a lot of fractures. Hence this is due to decreasing bone mass, and calcium plays a heavy role in that. And factors, as I said just now, deficiency of calcium and vitamin D. That's why whenever bones are weak, particularly for senior citizens, the orthopedician prescribes this combination of calcium and vitamin D. Okay, and that will be solving the problem to the certain extent. Then question 2, imbalance of hormones like parathyroid hormone, thyrocalcitonin, and of course sex hormones also. Estrogen also will play a crucial role in that. Next, question number 7. The muscle contraction is initiated by a stimulus that arrives at the surface of the muscle at neuromuscular junction. See, nervous system plus muscular system, neuromuscular junction, in the form of neurotransmitters. Remember acetyl-CoA, the chemical that is present in the dendrite of the head portion of the neuron, and we call this chemical as a neurotransmitter, which transforms the signals to and fro. the action potential is conveyed to all muscle fibers at the motor unit. At the opening of each transverse tubule onto the muscle fiber surface, the action potential spreads inside the muscle fiber. So this is how the neurotransmitters will function. Role of sarcoplasmic reticulum: it releases calcium ions that bind to the troponin and bring about conformational changes. So the active site and F-actin for myosin becomes exposed. Role of myosin head: it provides a specific binding site for F-actin to form cross bridges. It also contains sites for ATP complex formation with magnesium ions. Role of F-actin and F-actin F dash are specific to myosin head for cross bridge formation. Remember yesterday we were talking about the cross bridge formation in the mechanism of muscle contraction. So these play crucial role in that. Question number 8 and answer: there are three types of muscle tissues as we discussed yesterday: striated muscles, skeletal muscles. The muscle fibers are cylindrical, unbranched, show prominent striations, cross walls. So only sometimes we call it as rough muscle due to repeating patterns of myofilaments. They are innervated by voluntary nervous system. They are under the control of conscious mind and be moved at will. At will, not well, at will. Attached to skeletal system are responsible for their movement. And the smooth muscles, where there won't be striations, no cross walls will be there. Everything is like cylindrical shape. They are not striated and contains less myosin and cannot generate much tension. They are innervated by autonomic nervous system. There we said voluntary nervous system. Here this is autonomic nervous system. These are involuntary, whereas here they are voluntary. So involuntary in nature. They are found in organs and helps in digestion and respiration. Next, the most important one, cardiac muscles. They are striated like skeletal muscles but differ in plasma membrane composition and action potential. These muscles are found exclusively in the heart. That's why their name is cardiac muscle. Cardium in Latin is heart. Cardiac muscle is muscles that are present in the heart. So they are a blend of striated as well as unstriated or non. So smooth muscle plus rough muscle is equal to cardiac muscle, we can say. So these are involuntary in nature. Like yesterday I said, if I say that, okay, my heart stop it, will it stop? No. Suppose it stops. When we say, okay, my dear heart, come on, start again, will it start? No. That's why we said it is involuntary. And we come to the major question, question number 9, which is 5 marks. A nerve impulse arriving at neuromuscular junction stimulates contractile response. Due to depolarization of the surface of sarcomeres, it spreads quickly. Neurotransmitter is released at the enormous collar junction. It enters into a sarcomere through membrane channel. Na plus moves inside the sarcomere. It is called as inflow of Na plus. Action potential is generated in the sarcomere. Action potential is generated. Action potential travels to the full length of the muscle fiber. The sarcoplasmic reticulum then releases Ca2 plus. See there Na plus. Here it is Ca2 plus, which is stored here. It binds to the specific sites found in the hooping of the thin filament called actins. Change takes place in troponin active sites of F-actin, which are then exposed to myosin head. And myosin head shows Mg2 plus dependent ATPase activity. Mg2 plus dependent ATPase activity. During relaxation of muscles, Ca2 plus is pumped back into sarcoplasmic reticulum. Consequently, the troponin component is freed to inhibit the active sites for myosin head and cross bridge between filaments are broken. The filaments assume their normal position and muscle fiber is then in a relaxed state. So diagram need to be drawn. So you got to draw this bundle: troponin, tropomyosin, and F-actin. And then second one is the actin binding site. You can see the two sites, actin binding, and ATP binding sites are also there. And this is head portion and cross arm. So first one, A is the actin filament and B is myosin filament, myosin monomer. So this is how you need to answer whenever you are answering a major question. So correct point you have to write, draw the diagram, and based on the diagram your answer should be point wise, and no need of beating around the bush. Straight you write the points. This is how we train ourselves. Let us get some more papers from other chapters also. Let us answer